All right, I know this is daft and I shouldn't do it, so I'm going to do it. Patience is needed. Patience is needed. Do they even know me? They don't know me. It's all about learning how to spray paint, which I know nothing about, nor did I do any research. Could have done that first. It'd be very unblithe-like of me not to. So. It's the small things in life. It's the details. Well, hello there. Shout out to Michael Glanton who made me this lovely t-shirt. Fantastic. Okay, over the next few episodes I'm going to do something different. I'm going to make them a lot shorter, and it should hopefully allow me to get them out a lot quicker without months and months of gap in between episodes. Alright? So now let me know in the comments, or let me know if you feel like these are too short or you want them to be longer. I can always combine them and make one big episode, it's all good. So the last thing I was doing was cleaning the keyboard as I noticed some of the keys weren't working, or so I thought. But more on that later. What we're going to be doing right now is concentrating for the next few episodes on putting and making the front face for the CMI to give it a proper look. So from the donor machine there is some metal parts that I'm going to use for testing, painting and spraying and finishing and sanding and seeing what we get. So the first thing I'm going to plow into is paint. What's it going to look like? Can I get the right colour? What is the right colour? Turns out there's a couple of different options there for colour. Welcome once again to the Blythe Technologies clean room. I'm going to try, I'll just put some primer on it and then we'll give it a spray. So I went down to my local art and craft store and found some paints that looked close enough, as close as I could see without getting one of those professional matching options done. It does not look good. I need to be better at spraying or get this done professionally somewhere. I'm going to let it dry. I've now also successfully painted my bin. Alright, I've done one kind of coat and it's I thought it looked worse, but I was actually in a really weird light. I was outside. So I've got more coats to do on this, but if you're mad, it's not that bad. It's brighter for a lot, but I don't think it would look that bad once it gets its bits and pieces done. Just do that. It's not that bad. Huh. Okay. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So, I know that this has still got the holes out of it, so it just doesn't matter. It's so silly. But anyway, I'm just going to file this straight and make it nice. And then I'm going to drill the holes in it for that. For the things to pop on. Right. So I've filed it down. It's not too bad. It's not perfect either. But let's just see if it will fit. Wow. Not bad. Not perfect. There's a bit of a gap there at the top. Actually, that's a pretty good fit. Wow. Alright. The whole thing fits actually. That's weird. Okay, cool. I'm gonna now sand it down and make it nice. I've often said I don't have the correct working environment. I don't have the correct anything. Let's just get that clear. So it's 12:15 at night and I'm going to be sanding this by hand. I don't have a sander, but I do have one of these. So that's what we're going to do. This is good enough. Okay, not bad. Look. Oh. I don't know why, but I kind of like that. Look at that. Ho, 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 ho. Okay. Now, the next stage, I'm going to tidy all this up. This is a mess. And then I'm going to be drilling the holes for these guys, for all the LEDs and the switches to poke through. And I'll just mark it up on the back here and drill the holes and boom, we'll be in a good place. And then also, I then need to cut the notches for that. That's going to be a lot of work. And I realized this is, I'm calling this the test one because it's got these holes at the bottom like this. But if I fill them with nice little flush screws, like if I get something like this and pop it in, it might actually be okay. It might look nice. Done. This is silly. Come on. This will not saw. Looking back at this, I'm just so stubborn. Just pushing against getting the right tools. Bananas. All right. In my temporary plate that might become the real plate scenario. It's still too thin, but anyhow. So I've just cut out the sides there so I can get the notches to work. I still don't know why I'm doing this, because my friend Adam from Cinema Devices, he has offered to cut me this plate, but he's super busy and he's probably moving house and he's got a lot to deal with right now. So I don't want to bother him. But so I'm making this out of 2mm plate instead of 3mm plate. And now I'm at the place where I'm about to start cutting the notches, and then I'll be doing the holes, and before I know it, I'm gonna have this thing incorrectly built. Hello, Spider. Hi. Hi. Okay. Oh, look at you. Huge. All right, you're gonna go over to the car. All right. So I'm gonna continue. So I'm going to saw down here, and I'm going to saw up down there, then I'm going to file my way into these places. As I'm proceeding, and this is taking longer to make and I'm doing it, I'm thinking this is actually going to be the plate. So be it. I made this out of the plate, one of the parts of metal that was on the original Fairlight. So it's from the Fairlight, which is good. It's not just any old piece of aluminium, right? And I thought that the painting wouldn't go so well, but it's actually turned out okay. And this is me just kind of sloppily doing it, and I can see there's some lines in there. And it's funny because the primer, I got primer, and it says, use this on any metal apart from aluminium or aluminum. And of course that's what I've got. So I'm just going to use it because it's okay. It looks fine. So I'm going to use this, and then once I've got this drilled, I'm going to spray it. And I need to assemble my little tool so I can drill things nicely and do the measurements for the holes. And then we're going to do it. It's happening. These measurements are wrong. Gonna have to do it again. Okay. I believe I have mostly everything kind of marked out. Isn't very visible there. I'm going to do one more last round of checks against the actual card. Earplugs. It has begun. Okay. Holes punched.
That wasn't funny, man.
No. Let's drill. I bought myself a little drill press from my Dremel. I think it's the only tool I've bought for this job. Alright, let's do it. That drill is not centered. Dude, I'm doing this with my bloody No, not gonna do it this way. This is wrong. It's not good. It doesn't want to go in. Something's weird. What's going on with it? Like nothing's straight. I think it's buggered. Yeah, these holes are not going in the right place, and it's critical they go in the right place. All right. Okay, coming along now. All right. Alrighty. That looks about right. Holy moly, I'm making a plate. Yep. Looks like it's gonna fit. This one needs to be desoldered and moved across a little bit because it's a bit crooked anyway. Okay, I've drilled these out the right size and everything. Looks about right. Let's try it on for size. I think the hole might be too small too. No, the hole's just right. I wonder why. I think it's off. Okay, so the holes for the LED are a bit too small, and I think also each of these is just a little tight. For all the different alignments that are just a little bit off, it makes me feel like we could go definitely up on the holes for the LEDs. Yeah, and then have a look at maybe going up on the holes for the things. But it's really coming on. Right, let's do that. All right, that's the LEDs done. I'm gonna do the 1/4 inch and I'm gonna give it a bit of a, you know what I mean? A bit of a, you know what I mean? Well, the LEDs just fall right in there. All right. Holy moly. Okay. Wow. This is a thing. This is now a thing. Now I have to try it in situ. Let's do it. Oh wow, all these wires behind it pushing against it. Well, that's interesting. Something I didn't think I was going to have to deal with. I guess that's okay. All these things have to just get shoved back. Once it's on a hinge, it'll be a bit better. Wow. Stay in there. Alrighty. It's one step closer. This is great. Wow. Now, okay, so this is the color that I sprayed, roughly, and it's actually turned out way better than I thought it was gonna. Okay, this is obviously the original. This is the original, right? Okay, and it's 3 mil. This plate is 2 mil, so it's a bit thinner. But I need to get these nut dressings, as they're called. Great word, nut dressing. I like to have my nuts dressed on my Fairlight. Anyway, I need to get those. And then I've got to drill the holes. That's the last 2 ones I've not done. Drill the holes for the thingies right there. And then I need to find some springs. These springs, I need to find springs. I don't know where I'm gonna find them. I need to find springs. And that will be the lid working. Good Lord. Alrighty. Okay. Almost there. Just imagine it, but in this color, like that. Wow. All right, I know this is daft, and I shouldn't do it, so I'm going to do it. I know. I need to hook in the things at the front and test it. Okay, so first of all, everything will need to be on run and safe. So all of those are on downward, right? And then what I need to do, okay, I'm gonna, I need to unplug this guy. This goes back to there. That goes there. Whoops, a daisy. Jesus, easy, Chris. And that goes in like that. Okay? Now, are you ready? I'm not ready. I'm kind of ready. Look at that. This is the first time it's booting and it's got its front face on and all the lights are working and proper. Oh my God, that is just fantastic. Oh yeah, all right. Very, very good. Okay. And if I want to do halt in the CPUs, I do that. And you can see the blinking is happening. And the little 555. Okay, that's a timer chip. Most people know. All right. Okay, that's very cool. All right, had a quick look on Amazon because I'm looking for these springs. And I can get this exact spring, which is 4 millimeters by 30 millimeters. And I can get a pack of them of 50 for $8 delivered tomorrow. And it's 10:15 at night. What a world we live in. Anyway, they're on their way. I only need 2, but you know, this one needs to go back into Steve's front plate and back on his machine. Sweet. And then I'll have 2, 1 for each side here. Fantastic. Alrighty, so last night I got to a great stage with this. But as you can see, it's got these vertical things, and I think that might end up showing slightly up in the paint because it's so linear. So I started buffing it with with this sander, and also to try and take out some of the marks. You probably can't see them, but there's some marks in the corner. Overall though, this is shaping up nicely. I'm very happy that I've managed to take this from the original donor machine and we're going to use it. Oh, my hands, very buzzy. Well, it's a different look, but it's fine. Look at that. It's okay. Little holes there for the latches at the bottom, and then the T-cuts for the latches at the top. Look at those. It's primer time. Alrighty, so I was out there a bit early. There was still like tons of dust and dirt, and it was windy. I should have just waited, but you might have gathered by now I have little patience. Alright, we're in my alleyway behind my house. I realised I've got white paint dust all over my watch, which means I've got it all over my clothes. Okay, and we're about to paint the actual thing. This is it. made a mistake in the alleyway, in the communal alleyway here. Shh. Phew. Don't tell Steve. Oh no, we're fine. All right. Learnings. I think why they said that that primer isn't good for aluminium and they should use an aluminium primer specifically because of exactly what's happening right now. And it's my fault. The first plate, I hardly put any primer on. And I just put a light coating on, not as much, more just something for the paint to bite on, not an overall grey covering. Whereas this one I did, and it looks different. It's all about learning how to spray paint, which I know nothing about, nor did I do any research. Could have done that first. So what I might need to do is sand it tomorrow and then paint over it again. And I don't know if that's going to make any difference whatsoever. But I'll just have to keep on trying. But it's all right. 10:15. I'm going to wait for this to sort of like set and dry and do its thing. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. You know, it's a panel. You know what I could probably do is, well, there's an idea. I could just sand it down, make sure it's all dry. Come on, like, sand it down, and then get some satin, stay fast. What's it called? The sealant. Some satin sealant, not the gloss stuff, but the satin stuff. Eggshell, perhaps. Ooh, esoteric. All right. Yeah. For me, eggshell is very esoteric. Okay, you know, I can't resist. I just want to see what it looks like if I. Wow, it's quite bright, but it looks good. Or does it? Let's just wait. All right, I have to learn. I have to just stop. Stop what I'm doing. Let it be. Alrighty, that's not bad. Metalwork's coming along. The door faceplate is looking good. Holes are coming along too. Not bad at all. It's kind of still rough, and that's okay. And I'm making progress into what I thought was going to be a test, but it looks like we might actually be using this plate. Who knows? Let's see. Still got lots. The paint isn't right, you know. But it's getting there. It feels a lot better. The next part up is really figuring out the graphics and how we're going to do that. But I got the cutouts done. I got the hinges done in terms of their slots. It's good. All right, we'll see you in the next one. This one was 20 minutes. We're going to make it a scant 10 minutes next time. Cheers.